Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're going over the live stream and all the things that happened during it. There's some cool things. A little disappointed with quite a bit of it, but there are some pretty amazing things. So let's just jump right into it since there is a lot of stuff. So first off, we're getting the fairy tale for a snowy day on the 23rd. We've got the question mark unit here, which will be revealed soon. There's also going to be 6 pieces of eye level 78 injury and penetration sets. And of course, background Pat, Mola, Gora, all those shenanigans. We have this little new thing here, which is the Aramelka village. Pretty cool art here, and they don't really show much about this, but they basically say it's a new way to do the events, which is pretty cool. I hope it's fun. We then have the nostalgic music box here, which increases the defense by 10%, and at the end of the turn grants a random buff to one random ally, so not yourself, a random ally. Barrier, increased defense, immunity, or continuous healing. Pretty cool there as well. And this is going to be obtainable through the event. There's also the Kana skin, so I was wrong about this. Unfortunately, they hate Christmas. We are not getting a Christmas unit. So we are getting the bomb model Kana skin. Honestly, a little bit upset about this. It's a little bit frustrating getting just brilliant looking skins and characters in literally every other gacha I play, with different models, different animations, different skills, different voice lines. It's just so cool in every other game. In E7, honestly, they reused the same model but added some Christmas stuff to it. It's just a little bit frustrating to me that this game is the playable animation and we don't really we don't see the cool stuff, right? It's just a little frustrating. Maybe I'm a little bit biased here. I'm also a little bit 3/4 into my wine, so my bad. I maybe the stream was an hour and a half today, okay? I started 10 minutes before the stream started, and you know, having a time. It was a really long stream. So we also have the Epic Pass, and this is also kind of baffling for me. They made a very, very, very evident and what's the right word? Deliberate announcement recently that said the Epic Pass was going to be 2 to 3 months after the last one. Yet this is 6 weeks. So 2 weeks from the starting point of what they announced. And this is immediately after they announced it. They screwed up the timeline, which is kind of baffling to me. It just doesn't make sense why they did that. That's why I thought Kana might be a skin, you know, or Kana might be a character, because it just didn't line up with the Epic Pass. But here she is. It's pretty cool. I am excited for the skin. I will be using the skin and getting the skin. I just wish there was a little bit more effort into it, you know? The other thing too is the limited Christmas pet rerun. So we already got these, I think 2-3 years in a row now, but I still haven't got any of them. So I'm going to be trying. I've been saving up my pet adoption tickets. They're here for about 2 weeks or so. You can try to get them. They're very low rates, but if you get one, you get one. Make sure you keep it. Make sure you lock it. Make sure you hug it. Make sure you use them. And we then have the Christmas 7-day check-in event. We have 1,000,000 gold. We have some penguins. We have some bookmarks, some mola, some whatever that last thing is there. Just some cool stuff just for logging in. Also, you're getting 10 leafs and 1,000,000 gold, I believe, just for celebration for Christmas, which is also pretty sweet. There's also the buff events. Christmas buff event is going from the 24th to 28th, which is the hunt equipment craft material, and probably going to be out of leaves by the 24th. And then the 31st to the 4th is our vote thing, which is most likely going to be another hunt buff. So that's pretty exciting for anybody who has leaves there. I'm guessing there's going to be leaf packs sold during both of those as well. There's also 2 new packs coming out. First of them is actually 4 new packs. The first 2 here has the pack 1 with 450 sky stones, 1,000,000 gold, 20 leaf, 3 mola. They didn't say how much these are going to be. The other one has a 5-star hero summon ticket and a potion of ascendance, and then some other stuff. And then the secondary packs, pack 3 and 4, have some charms, an artifact summon ticket, sky stones, mola. Also have some mystic metals, some bookmarks, some galaxy bookmarks, some molas, and 1,200 sky stones. So I imagine that's going to be $99. That's just really good, right? So that one has to be high priced. We then have episode 4, chapter 3 with Zeaons. I love Zeaons so much. I cannot wait to see more of this. We're going to be getting a background pack, AP rewards, more main rewards, unlocked Awaken Aiden missions. Pretty exciting. This happens on the 6th of January. And this is a large meadow located in the center of the eastern continent. It's a place where many Zeaons settled down after their long nomadic life. Currently, Zeaons are united under with Arunca as their leader. Do we know who Arunca is? Confronting the Khan Empire to the north and Theranhad to the south. So pretty excited about this. I love this kind of setting. I'm way more into the medieval fantasy style settings than the robot fantasy, so this should be pretty sweet. I'm excited. Also, this is probably my favorite part of the whole stream, is 3 new 3-star heroes, being Youngryun, Miui, not to be confused with Miui, and Hassel. So Hassel's boobs are insane. The mechanics behind that I don't really understand. Youngryun looks like my favorite, honestly. I love her hairstyle. I love the hair that goes right here, and the side as well. It just makes me so happy. I'm really excited to try these out. And I hope I summon them right away, and I hope they're actually good. They didn't actually tell us what they're going to be, but it's going to be on the 6th as well. We also have an easier way to get through expeditions. So they're going to be allowing us to add friends, to invite random people to expeditions. And I think this is going to make it a lot easier both to complete it and also to get yours completed, right? Like if you want to complete your monthly ones, you don't have to wait for your friends or guild war. You can just join other people's. I think they didn't really go too far deep into it, but that's what it sounds like since you're able to send it out to other people, right? And again, expected in January 2022. Also, my birthday is in January. My birthday is the 17th of January. We also go over this a little bit more. They show some things, but honestly, they show all these menus in Korean, and it's like, we don't understand. We don't know what you're talking about, right? But there's some stuff here. Basically, you get less points if you do it with teams formed this way, but still, you get your monthlies done. And right now, I don't think I'm going to get my monthlies done at this point because I wasn't there for the starting rush, and all the expeditions are just failing, it feels. Then we have a pretty cool mini animation here. Prairie with the boobs, and we have Hoochie, not Coochie. That is Hoochie, not Coochie, and Armin as well. And this is going to be the Guild War thing. And they honestly spent about 45 minutes going over the videos for Guild War, but basically, I don't really understand what's happening, but the long and the short of it is there's a dungeon with your guild. You can use characters every day, once a day. You move around in the labyrinth with your guild, you fight stuff, you get chests and everything, and it just looks like fun, right? And you get little stuff here, again in Korean. Would be nice if we could read this. And again, we have the little menu here. We can see some of the rewards. We can also see all your guildmates here, right? And then you have like stuff like whatever that is, and you have a waypoint and, you know, cool little stuff, right? And then you can see the enemies, some chests and stuff. Basically, it's going to be a fun little guild content. I'm really excited for this. I really hope this is fun. I cannot wait to group up with Mangoville and try this out. By the way, if you're looking for a guild to join Mangoville, there's a Discord in the description below. Send me a PM in Discord and let me know if you want to join, if you are good enough geared to handle higher end Guild War, and also you are active in Discord is very important. Community is more important than anything for me for that. And finally, Guardian balance adjustments for Zeaon. So previously he shoots powerful energy at all enemies, decreasing defense. Now he also decreases the CR by 50%, grants an extra turn to the user, and ignores ER, which is pretty nuts, right? Because you're going to get guaranteed defense, you're going to get guaranteed CR reduction, and you get an extra turn. So pretty sweet there for Zeaon. And we also have next to that is Crom Cruise, who now decreases skill cooldown of all allies by 3 turns instead of the 2 turns, right? And also barrier strength increases proportionate to the allies' max HP. So this obviously makes him quite a bit better as well. And then we have Kazran, which is our first ever new Guardian here. We can see the Guardian Kazran. The VA is Jeremiah Mullins. And they didn't actually show his skills or anything, just the little animation, which is on their YouTube, which you should go check out. Then we have something they completely missed the mark on, in my opinion here. This is the guaranteed 4-star Moonlight Heroes ticket, and this is obtained through Mystic Pity. So the way this works is you have 2 choices when you're summoning for Mystics. You can choose either 5-star or 4-star. So let's say you are on the Angelica of Light banner. You can choose your pity to be Angelica of Light at 110 summons. But that way, if you hit Angelica of Light, it resets and you're nowhere near the ML5 pity. So in order to get an ML4 pity, you have to like sacrifice getting an ML5, which is really frustrating. But if you're getting an ML4 pity, if you have that chosen and you pull an ML5 along the way, it doesn't reset your ML4 pity. It's not really confusing, but it just doesn't really make much sense because I feel like this is another one of those. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm so negative lately. I really don't mean to be, but some of this stuff just doesn't make sense to me, right? So this just feels straight up like a another whale bait, right? Because who in their right mind, like what free to play or even medium spender or dolphin even, who is going to choose an ML4 as their pity and use their mystics, 110 mystic summons on that instead of going towards an ML5? Like, who in the right mind is going to do that? Nobody's going to do that unless they're crazy or, you know, a whale and already getting all of the things anyway, right? So this completely missed the mark for me. I am virtually never, ever, ever going to use this because the second you use this, you basically lose out on 60% of an ML5. So I don't know. I wouldn't make that trade, you know? And it kind of makes me wonder why they made Angel of Light so good, right? Because this kind of ties into it, right? They make somebody 4-star so insanely good that you kind of feel like you have to pull for them, and then you're stuck pulling for that over the ML5, and then, oh, look, there's Mystic packs, you know? So I'm pretty frustrated about this as well. This is just going over the rules, but basically I think I covered it all correctly. And this is scheduled for the first quarter of 2022. The next time we get a new 4-star hero. So probably in February, I think. And then we've got actually one of the cooler parts of today, which is a high quality media pack. So this is hard to show, but basically they're upgrading the animations of the media. So stuff like the skill animations, the basically just the skill animations, I think, right? Yeah. These are amazing, right? Like they're just gonna look slightly better. They showed a little video of it and you could kind of tell which was better. Really happy about this. This is great because this makes the in-game assets just look so much better. And then we have Command Model Laika. So surprise, surprise, no holiday unit this time around. We're not festive. We get Laika robot instead. And people were excited about this. JP Twitter, of course, spoiled this before they revealed it. She looks really cool. I like her design. And let's take a look at her skill here. She's got 114 speed. She's effectiveness based, so she's going to have debuffs for both of her imprints. And she has high attack as well, right? So looks like an offensive debuffer of sorts, and that's what we get for sure. So her skill 3 is a 100% chance to decrease speed for 2 turns and a 75% chance to sleep for 1 turn. Also grants all allies immunity for 2 turns, and this will do damage. So this is not one of those skill 3s that ignores evasion and stuff like this, because this is actually going to do damage. So that's something to note, but pretty good skill 3, has a sleep and decreased speed. And her skill 2 is the standout for me, in my opinion. We have a 3-turn cooldown here, 100% chance to target a target, and also increases the attack of the ally except for the caster with the highest attack, and decreases skill cooldown by 1 turn, and then triggers a dual attack. So it looks like the dual attack is not always triggered by... Oh no! It is always triggered by the highest attack, right? So that's pretty cool. I was worried it was random, but it is triggered by the highest attack unit will get the dual attack, which is honestly pretty nuts. So I feel like Command Model Laika is going to be used just for this, especially. This is an insane skill 2, and 3-turn cooldown is a little bit tough, but still, that's so much damage getting that target in there as well. And then we have Supporting Fire, which is just casual 15% combat readiness for an ally except for the caster. Also, do note, actually, I'm not sure on this one. Selects an enemy with a 75% chance, and it triggers a dual attack. But does this mean she attacks as well? I think it does. But at the same time, her artifact here, Glow Wings, which is pretty sweet, I love her hair, triggers on a non-attack skill, which she can't trigger if that attacks on her skill 2. So kind of interesting. So her Glow Wings 21 does give you a barrier equal to 20% of the caster's max HP. Pretty cool, but again, we'll get decimated by Operator Sigrid. And speaking of Operator Secret, she's coming up soon. We have the drop rate up for Illyanav here. We have the drop rate up for Violet. We have the drop rate up for Laika, so on the 30th. So we actually have no new banner outside of the ML unit for Christmas, which is kind of awkward. We then have the Mystic Summon rotation with Conqueror Lilia, Sinful Angelica, and Urvalen. Poor Urvalen. And then we have the Mystic rotation with Operator Sigrid, Top Model Laika, Vivian, and Melissa. And then a couple more things here. We have the January boss rotation. We are getting rid of the fire one, the good one, and adding in the light, the dark, and the ice. We are also, the balance adjustments are being applied on the 23rd, so I'm going to get to try out Judge Kisei, Melissa, and Wanda are the ones I have personally. Archdemon Mercedes has the biggest impact, I think, but I don't have her to use. We're also getting arranging heroes in your journal, and you can review messages in your mailbox by descending and ascending. We also get VAs listed on the summon screen, which is something I've been asking for forever. Immunity information can be seen in the monster preview, and we're also getting more distinguishable level up, and a small miracle has been added to the Book of Small Memories. So that is all of the things. There's a lot coming. I'm a little bit disappointed, honestly. This is Christmas time. Every other gacha game I'm playing, every other gacha game I quit, every other gacha game on the universe basically has Christmas events and Christmas characters and Christmas skins. And yeah, we have the one Christmas skin in the Kana, but honestly, it looks very much like the original skin, just copy and pasted and then like Christmas stuff tacked on. Whereas like all the other games I play have like insane different arts and animations and voice lines and all the things for Christmas stuff. So a little bit sad by that, a little bit underwhelmed, but the other changes are great. I'm really excited to try out the guild stuff, most importantly. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think in the link description below. Let me know if I'm being too critical. Let me know all of those things. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to you later. Bye everybody.